How to calm a child with ADHD. Hey there, I'm Charlotte with Colorful Teaching for Youth. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to look at how to help our children and how to understand what's going on inside of them. Generally speaking though, it typically is because there's an imbalance between their brain and their body. And if you'd like to learn more about this, I've actually outlined it in detail in the full episode. So go to the link in the description where it says full episode and check out the introduction. I've outlined 4 points as well as signs that you can see in your child so that you know if this is taking place. Essentially though, what I want to talk about here right now is when there's an imbalance within the brain and the body, it's typically because your child is trying to find this balance in a world that is too fast or too slow or just too overwhelming for them. So what we want to remember is that we need to provide them with supports so that they feel like they are able to adapt in this environment. All right, so let's look at those supports. The first one is movement. So here, when your child has a lot of excess energy, either take them to a park where you can go outside and just let them run it off, or or play on the swings or whatever. Or if you're indoors, maybe it's raining outside or you don't have the opportunity to go outside, then they can perhaps do a dance with like a Just Dance video on YouTube, and they can still get out this energy. There's also a whole host of other activities that they can do. If you'd like to learn more about how to do that, check out the link in the description, because we're going to talk more about this versus full episode. You're actually going to go to step number 3, not 1, but 3, because we're going to talk about a little bit more about it in step number 3. Step number 2 though right now is connection. I know it sounds like, well, why is she talking about this? I already am connected. What I want you to do though is not just sit down with your child and look at them and we're all happy together, or talk to your child. I want you to actually sit down and either embrace them if they need it, depending on your child, actually listen to what they have to say without interrupting, and then talk to them as in you're going back and forth, giving them advice if they need it, if they want it, and trying to be in a space where you're not judging them, because it's not. Sometimes I find a lot of times people judge children with ADHD for their energy when they really can't help it. So sitting in a non-judgmental space is really important for you to build that connection with them. That's going to help them calm down, because when you're sitting in the space, you're calmer, and then they get to be calmer too, right? Just feeding off of your energy. The third step is coping skills. You're not going to be there every moment of their life. They need to learn how to cope. So we're going to look at some, maybe a deep breathing exercise. A really quick one right now is having them imagine that it's their birthday. There's a big cake there, and they've got a candle they have to blow out. So they need to take a deep breath in, and they got to blow this candle out, right? So we're gonna do that a few times. Maybe you have like 5 or 6 or 10 different candles. Depends on how long it takes you to calm down. So that's one type of exercise. If you want to know more about different exercises and activities to help your children with coping skills, or how to put a space together to help them, then join me inside of ADHD and Autism Self-Regulation Space. The link is in the description where it says full episode. Go to step number 3. All right. And the 4th step here is creativity. Now, find out what your children are really interested in and help them help them engage in these activities. For example, maybe they're creating a project. Maybe they enjoy dancing or singing or building something with blocks. Any of those things will help calm them down at a faster pace. So creativity is incredibly important in helping them focus on something else instead of these big emotions. Okay, so let's recap really quickly. We've looked at the importance of understanding why our children might be struggling with a lot of energy and how to help calm them down. And the 4 ways to do that is, number 1 is movement. Right, we're looking at movement, how to help them with that. Number 2 is connection. Number 3 is coping skills. And number 4 is creativity. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to send me a message. In the meantime, remember to create, experience, and teach from the heart. Take care, my friends, and thank you again. See you same place, same time next week. Bye.